Alright, Blake here. We're out setting traps. Got an awesome coon trail coming up through here. Going right in front of the tailgate of the truck. Anyway, we have a Duke DP dog proof right here. We just now set it. Dog proof, you can't catch dogs in them, supposedly. Anyway, I see a couple people catch foxes in them and stuff like that. So anyway, it's going to be a quick and easy set. It takes only about 30 seconds. I have enough to set this trap. We're going to honestly just fill it with this dry cat food. Clear to the top. And maybe a little bit around there. That's how easy that is to set. There is a handle inside of that trap, and they'll put their paw down in there, the coons will, and when they dig all that feed out, they keep going back for more, and they feel that handle, they lift up on it, and that sets the spring off. And that spring is what catches their foot. And they're humane, they're perfect, they won't hurt the animal at all. They're held right there until we get there, no pain. So anyway, there's a coon trail, as you can see here, goes right up there, right to the ditch. Like I said, the traps are easy, 1, 2, 3, and they're done. So let's move on, try to get some more traps set here before it gets dark. All right, we got another trap set. We have us a cage trap set here. This is actually my first cage trap I ever had when I was a little kid. Caught my very first coon in this trap. The coons are running this dry creek bed back and forth. Salt River is actually around the edge over there. I know we already got bait in it. We have a piece of smoked whitefish, bought your local Hy-Vee. And I'm actually just going to get some cat food here again. For an attractor, sprinkle some cat food around. Just for a little bit more of attractant. The more attractant, the more bait, the more luck you're going to have catching a big old coon. So stay tuned. We're going to check some traps tomorrow morning. And hopefully we have a few coons. We also set a couple other traps and blind sets. There's foxes and bobcats, coyotes in the area too. So not only coons, hope we get some other things in the morning too. Alright, this is kind of a special spot for me. Last year I caught a fox right here, and it's a blind set. We have a number 1.5 coil spring Duke right here. And I just dug a little trap bed here, and you see I just covered it with grass. You can see the trap pan right there, and I put 2 puffs of grass on each side. That guides that fox, bobcat, coyote, coon, whatever comes through here. It's going to guide his foot right there on that pan, right here between the puffs. And sometimes when you find coons, sometimes when you find coon trail so heavy and game trail so heavy, you want to double set them. So I got that trap there, and right over here I ended up setting a live trap with another piece of smoked whitefish. I just put a little bit of fish oil on that too. Coons will run, this is Salt River right here, by the way. Coons will run this Salt River here up and down. So again, not only got the trail here, we got the river here, and kind of a double factor here to catch something. So anyway, let's move on. Let's have fun, guys. In my opinion, this is kind of a funny spot to hive a trap. But I end up setting a live trap right here, as you can see. And I bait it with just a can of Friskies whitefish canned cat food. And as you can tell on my sets, I use a lot of whitefish. Whitefish is one of my favorite baits, especially the cat food brand and smoked whitefish and all that. Any kind of smoked fish is good. But what I did here, the reason I set this trap right here is because I had a trail camera right over here on this tree, on the little grump of trees. And you don't see many coon trails or tracks here because it's all the grass, but in that trail camera, I've always had pictures of coons coming right up through where the trap is. Every night there'd be coons coming through here. And also with this crossing right here, you see all right here, I've had pictures of bobcats and coyotes crossing right here like crazy too. So before this season is over, I'll definitely have a bobcat and coyote set right here. When I catch them, I don't know, but we'll have traps set here. We're just going to do a one-night set pretty much. It's hard to find time to trap anymore, and you're working and everything, got kids, but one of these days my kids will be old enough to go on the line with me. I'm pretty excited about that. So anyway, stay tuned for tomorrow morning. Let's try to get some coons and critters out of here, and the more you catch, the more quail, the more turkey, small game, everything you want to have, you know, deer and all that. So coyotes, coons, possums, skunks, bobcats, all that are really hard on the game. So eat nests, eat the game themselves. So the more critters you get out, more fur bears and varmints, and more of your game species you'll have. So anyway, stay tuned for tomorrow morning. We'll be checking traps and hope you getting some fur in the shed. See you in the morning, guys. Alright, it's next morning. We came up on the first trap here, and it was a blind set instead of with the 1.5 coil spring Duke. And we know we got us a coon. It's a medium-sized coon, nothing really big, but we are saving the quail, saving the turkey eggs, and we are doing our part on getting these critters out of here. So, move on to trap number 2. Okay, we came up on another trail set here. I've caught a fox here last year, and we ended up catching possum. I'm not a big fan of catching possums, but we're still doing our part on getting the critters out and saving the quail and turkeys and pheasants and everything like that. So let's get them taken care of and move on. Alright, we came up on another coon. We got him in a Duke DP dog-proof trap using this regular dry cat food for bait. He's a pretty big and dark coon. And I believe we got a couple more traps to check, so let's get him taken care of and we'll move on. Right, so this is the last trap we're checking for the day, and you can see we got a really pretty coon here. The reason we always catch critters here every single year, we usually have a live trap here. We'll catch coons like crazy. And so far on this one trap this year, we've caught 2 coons and a possum. It's been set 3 nights, so 3 out of 3 we're doing good. So anyway, we're gonna get him taken care of. We're gonna get to the house and start skinning. Thanks everybody for joining me on my Trapper's Thoughts Part 2 of Missouri Hometown Hunters. Trapping is an American heritage. They've done it since way back before we can even think of. So anyway, keep on tagging along Missouri Hometown Hunters. Got a lot more episodes coming your way. This is HH and the MO.